I think the right way to do it is you start small first, and then you take a look at, how the arrangement works. I mean, start small, and, as you're starting small, put a system in place, develop checklists, set very clear expectations with the person who's doing work for you, review their work, properly provide feedback.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Sufyan, your host, once again back with you on another episode of CPA Talk series. Welcome back in this latest, fresh, new episode of CPA Talk series, the podcast where we explore how forward thinking CPAs, tax advisors, and accounting firms are staying ahead with smart global strategies. Today, we are joined by Tony Malik, founder of Point Square Consulting, a firm known for its razor sharp focus on international tax and complex offshore compliances. As an international tax specialist and an enroll agent, Tony brings years of industry knowledge on navigating FBARs, 5471s, 5472s, FATCA filing, and foreign disclosures. These are things that most firms find intimidating. So, in this episode, we will explore how firms like Tony's manage high stake international tax work without losing focus on growth, and how strategic outsourcing can play a vital role in scaling up without compromising precision. If you have ever faced the challenge of handling cross-border client audit defense, or just staying compliant in global tax world, and wondering whether offshore talent could be part of the solution, then you are going to find this episode especially relevant. Thank you very much for joining this podcast, Tony.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, Sufyan, and thanks for the invitation to be here.
Absolutely, our pleasure. So let's dive in very quickly without wasting much of your time and our audiences. If you can just walk us through your journey, Tony, from being a COBOL accountant and a part-time master's student to founding Point Square Consulting, it is truly inspiring. So, what were the key experiences like working through FATCA or at a boutique international tax firm that shaped your approach to building your own firm? And are there any decisions you would have approached differently? What are your thoughts on these things?
Oh yeah. I have plenty of thoughts on these things. So I guess I'll start first with my journey and then talk about, 2020 hindsight imbued me with. So by the time I was getting my master's degree in accounting, I was already working as a Covell accountant for one of the top tax attorneys in Atlanta. And this particular law practice was 100% dedicated to criminal and civil tax controversies and almost nothing international. So it was purely domestic tax controversy. Got to work on all types of things related to corporate tax evasion, organized crime, and how the IRS was busting them, pursuing them, and what my role was. So this was all very, very interesting work. But again, it was all domestic. But around 2009, 2010, the landscape, of U.S. international tax practice really started changing because the law known as the FATCA, the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, went into effect. And pursuant to this law, what was going to happen is the IRS was going to start focusing on international enforcement. And the two partners at that firm at that time, they had already been in practice for over 30 years and they were getting close to retirement. So I was, a younger guy working for them. So they pulled me to the side and they said, Tony, this is an area which is going to be big in the future. We already have a specialization and we're getting close to retirement. So it really doesn't behoove us to start learning this at this point. But we want you to take the lead and we want you to start developing an expertise in this area because we're anticipating picking up more work over here and we'll support you whatever way you need. We'll enroll you in professional continuing education courses, professional legal education courses to help you learn this, but we want you to take the lead on this. So,
and we're talking about 1990s. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about the 2000s.